So this is day 6 of using the Visible app, and even though I stayed within my allocated budget of pace points yesterday and paced myself, my morning stability, and I'm just looking at it, was a 2. And what I'll do is I'll just show you a screen grab from that now. So the interesting thing there for me is that the previous couple of days my heart rate variability has been lower than normal. That's returned to the baseline. But it says my resting heart rate is higher than normal. And I thought that was interesting. I've had a rough week, and had a difficult therapy session where the therapist was very adamant for 25 minutes that my symptoms, which are just post-COVID symptoms, were red flags to her, and I needed to go back to the GP, despite the fact that I have only recently had full blood test and spoken to the GP, and there's nothing that they feel they can do. That triggered a lot, and I think, to be quite honest, I'm probably got kind of a bit of medical trauma from the experiences of dealing with people that don't listen to me when caring for my dad, which would invariably end up with multiple hospital visits because they didn't really seem to pay attention to the first thing I said to them. And they'd send him home saying he was fine, and he would gradually deteriorate until he was back in there again in a more serious situation. And since that, so the last week I had this session which really triggered me. I was really feeling angry and bad and brain fog and everything the following day. And since then, this side of my nose has been completely blocked up. A lot of pressure there in the sinus. I think this side of my nose blocking is a bit of a weak spot anyway. I've historically had it. But what it means is that I'm not breathing through my nose properly. So before I lose track of what I'm trying to say, I found it was interesting because my morning stability has said my heart rate is higher than normal. When I'm sleeping, I'm having a lot of difficulty breathing through this side of my nose, so I'm aware that I'm breathing through my mouth. And I've read books on the importance of breathing through the nose. I can't remember who wrote it now, but it was quite a best-selling book by this author that had found that lots of health issues come when people sleep with their mouth open. And I'm pretty sure that one of the effects of breathing through your mouth all the time is the fact that you overbreathe and your heart rate goes up. So it's useful that it's highlighted that. It's the Visible app has highlighted that my heart rate was raised last night. I do think this actually stems from like the stress of the situation dropping my body's ability to cope with stuff like, as I say, congestion in this nostril is often a problem. So I do think the kind of since post-COVID, my body seems less able to cope with these little annoying things that I've developed over the years, and these little annoying things seem to get worse. Breathing through my left nostril being one of them. And the Visible app has highlighted that, I think, in my sleep and in my morning stability score. So I just thought I'd feed that back. Hopefully it's of interest to anybody that's considering the app to help them pace, and manage their chronic fatigue, ME, post-COVID, any one of these kind of energy limiting conditions. So yeah, please like the video if you find it useful. Please click on subscribe, and check out the other videos that I'm doing on this subject. And thank you for watching. Hope you have a good day.